What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode in our College Football 25 Houston Cougars Dynasty mode. So last season, we wrapped up the season. We went over stats. We went over the fact that Ole Miss beats Tulane in the national title. We looked at the bracket, all that fun stuff. This episode, we're just going to power through the offseason. So without further ado, let's kick right into it. So we're going to go into the first week of the offseason. I honestly don't remember exactly the order it goes. We're going to lose a couple guys to transfer, that's for sure. Rhyme and Manjack are definitely going to be gone. Players leaving is the first stage. It's going to be Rhyme and Manjack, that is a given. Yeah, both want to transfer. We have 8 persuasion attempts. We're going to use one on JJ Lowry here. Failed. We're going to come over to Jonah Wilson. Do we want to attempt to persuade Jonah Wilson? Stacy Sneed, we're definitely going to attempt. Stacy Sneed is saying, that's awesome. JD Rhyme, let's give it a shot. Failed, didn't expect it. Very low. We're just going to try it for Manjack. Very low. Jonah Wilson, why not? Success. So we managed to keep Stacy Sneed and Jonah Wilson. Sneed very well could be a big contributor for us in the backfield next year. Jonah Wilson, probably still a year or two away, but good to keep him around. We're losing these 3 guys, though, as we look at players who graduated. Donovan Smith, Tank Jenkins. Donovan Smith's going to be a big loss, especially if I think... Oh, we didn't lose Zion Chris. Zion Chris isn't leaving. Oh, that's awesome. That's absolutely massive. Let's come on over to, can I sort it by all of the NCAA? I just want to see who's transferring out and who's staying. Okay, I can't, but we're just going to check out some big teams. So Alabama, Jalen Milrose leaving early. Parker Brailsford, Malachi Moore is actually going to be a draft pick here. Only 2 projected draft picks for Alabama. Or only 3. 2 transfers, Deshaun Jones, Vincent Douglas. Arizona here. Losing a couple transfers, Takario Davis, Leif Magnuson, Tyler Powell. Arizona State with a ton of transfers. Auburn with a single transfer. Let's take a look at Clemson here. 2 transfers, Adam Randall, Jarvis Green. Florida with just a single transfer here. We take a look at Georgia. Georgia's got a lot of guys leaving early and 2 guys transferring. So that's at Houston. Let's go to Michigan or LSU. Why not? Ooh, Emory Jones hitting the transfer portal. That's a massive one there for LSU. Let's go to Michigan. Michigan with a lot of transfers. Ricky Johnson, Jaden McBurrows. North Carolina, let's see that. Nothing massive out of North Carolina. Ohio State, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Smith, Malik Hartford, Keenan Nelson Jr. Oklahoma's got a few. Jake Taylor. Oregon's only got 1, Jay Harris. Oklahoma State only got 2. Texas. Aaron Bryant. So one, tinfoil hat conspiracy theory time. One thing I wonder, because I've never seen it happen, I wonder if they hard-coded Arch Manning to not transfer, because I've never seen him transfer, or at least if they made it so that he couldn't have any sort of a deal breaker. Just because I've never seen him transfer. UConn is losing Cam Edwards, Zachariah Spears, Ben Murkowski, Jaden Bass, Jarvis Sims, and Mike Wilson. Oh my goodness, they are losing a ton of transfers. Langston Hardy, Wes Ho, Malcolm Bell, Kalen Villanueva, Damon Brinson, Lewis Hanson, Julian Simmons, Mike Wilson. Okay, we're back here. So actually, completely honest, we're going to look into Cam Edwards, we're going to look into Zachariah Spears, and we're going to look into Ben Murkowski and Jaden Bass. I don't think we'll be able to land any of them. We're just going to give it a look at least. Very interesting. So that's players leaving. Pretty simple. Let's move on to the next stage. So Lamar Stubbs, we're in his top 3. absolutely pumped that Zion Chris stayed. So draft results, we're not going to have anyone picked, I bet. Nope. Can I sort it by NCAA? I highly doubt it if I couldn't do it for players leaving. Correct, I cannot. Let's take a look at Alabama just quick. Yeah, just the 3. Alabama only having 3 players drafted would never happen. Okay, so it's off-season recruiting. It's the transfer portal. We have 900 hours. We've got quite a few open spots here. We're going to stay on Moses Hurley. LSU is now on him, though. We are going to look at the transfer portal. We're going to see who it's projecting for us, who it's telling us to go after. Ricky Johnson out of Michigan. We are going to toss that offer on him. Oh, out of Nebraska, Prince Umana Milan. That's a name that I recognize. Can't pronounce it, but I recognize it. As you guys can see, something new here that was not here yesterday. It is glitching out on the player's hometown there. Let's take a look at a couple other guys. Jonathan Hall out of Utah. We're going to toss an offer on you. Ryan Hughes out of TCU. We're going to toss an offer on you. Dwayne Coleman, an Army quarterback. We're gonna think on that one. Dixon Agu out of Tulane. Brandon Booker, SMU. Yep, we're going to toss that offer there. We tossed an offer on Dixon Agu. Is that Dixon Agu? Okay, I don't think they're related, but that's interesting. Yakiri Walker out of Colorado. Yep, let's toss an offer. Wide receiver Marquez Dortch. Let's see. We're just kind of locked out of a lot of these guys. Yeah. We're just kind of locked out of a lot of them. TJ Finley. Would have loved to add TJ Finley to the team. Let's take a look only at transfer quarterbacks here. Preston Stone, TJ Finley. Why is he locking us out? Play style. All these guys don't like our play style. The good news is there aren't really any crazy transfer quarterbacks that I would want to add. We'll look into Dwayne Coleman. Like, I would love to, of course, add Preston Stone or TJ Finley, but neither one is like a must-have. A lot of them aren't. It's not that they're deal breakers. A lot of them, for the quarterbacks, a lot were deal breakers, but for running backs, a lot we're just locked out. Cam Edwards, unfortunately, is locked out. Cam Edwards is going to end up going somewhere in the Northeast, it looks like. Looks like Syracuse, to be honest. We can go after Marquise Boston, but I don't think we really need to. Especially if you bring in Snead back. We're going to take a look at Zach Herbeck. Receivers, Nick Senecal. Jermichael Sturdivant would have been awesome to get. Jordan Hudson would have been awesome to get. Dante Lee Jr. Take a look at Jalen Smith here. Logan Kyle. I don't really think we need a tight end that poorly, or that bad. Todd Livings, no, we don't need him. A lot of SMU transfers. I wonder if they changed coaches. It's also, this is only the recommended guys, so this isn't even all of the transfers. Let me, if I search by any state, will I start getting a couple more? Yeah, I'm gonna see a couple more. So let's come back over, because those are just the recommended players. So let's take a look. I just want to start about the top. Aiden Childs. Would have loved to be able to add him. Viatau. For halfbacks, you got Darius Taylor, Abu Sama, Jalen White. For wideouts, didn't really change much. Manjak's there, of course. He's not going to come back to us. For tight ends, nothing really changed. Dan Viari. Tackled Emery Jones, big change. Jared Wilson. Sonny Styles out of Ohio State, he's a big one. Dylan Hazen's a big one. Ooh, 2 5-stars. Takario Davis, Maxwell Harrison, 2 5-star transfers. That's kind of huge. You don't see 5-star transfers too often. Seam Smith-Marset, it's got to be Amir Smith-Marset's brother. CJ Turner, welcome to the team. You're not going to have any transfer athletes. So now we're going to come on over to the prospect list. We're just going to fill it out. Marky Grant, transfer freshman corner. Sure, we will add him. And Alvin Williamson. Sure, we will add you as well. So that's all 35. So now comes an interesting part. So we're going to sort by interest status. Hurley, we're already on him. Unfortunately, we can't go any further because he has locked us out. But we're going to come over at Lamar Stubbs. Recruiting. We're the only offer on him, so we're just going to contact friends and family. Alex Webb, same deal. We're the only offer. Contact friends and family. We'll schedule the visit just to get it in. We'll hit the academic prestige. Anthony Honeycutt. We do have a little bit of competition here, so we're going to schedule that visit for this first week here. We're going to try to hit the proximity to home. And we're going to contact his friends and family. Jonathan Hall is a transfer. We're going to offer that scholarship to start. We're going to come on over here. We're going to send the house for Jonathan Hall. Marky Grant, we're going to offer that scholarship. And we're just going to contact friends and family for now. Alvin Williamson, we're going to offer the scholarship. And once again, we're just going to contact friends and family. Ricky Johnson, we're third, but we're going to go hard for him because the 2 schools above us are a group of 5s. So we are going to send the house for Ricky. Nick Sinackle, we're going to come back to him just because that's a big deficit. Prince Will, we're going to go after him for sure. We're going to go after hard. We're going to send the house. And we're going to contact friends and family because we can. Dixon Agu, we're going to go hard for him. Send the house. Yakiri Walker, same deal. We're going hard. Marquez Dortch, we're going to come back. Dwayne Coleman, we're going to push pretty hard because it seems like a lot of Power 5 teams are interested in him. So we're going to take that as a sign that he might be pretty solid. Can you scout? Can. Let's take a look. We'll scout him. That's a solid quarterback. Definitely a dude who can compete for the starting job. CJ Turner, yeah. We're just gonna send the house. Why not? We got the hours too. Brandon Booker out of DeSoto, Texas. We're gonna send the house. And Jalen Smith, we're gonna send the house for you as well, bud. So looking back at the receivers, do we want to go after Dortch or do we want to go after a Sinackle? I think Sinackle might be the smarter choice just because we do have don't really have a pipeline on either. We'll go after Sinackle. He's the bigger receiver. that is all of our hours. So that is the plan. We're going to hope to land around 25 to 30 recruits. Let's go to next week, and let's hope we get a couple commits so we can repurpose the hours. Alex Webb, Anthony Honeycutt. Okay, 2 commits. So I was hoping for a few more, but we're not going to be upset with 2. Back on into the portal recruiting. Got 225 hours. We're going to sort by interest status. We're going to come down here. These 2 locked us out. That's fine. So just looking at the interest here. Stubbs, we're going to schedule his visit here. Coach Prestige. And we're going to soft sell him. We're going to soft sell him on right there. We're going to do Coach's favorite. Ricky Johnson. Ricky Johnson is happy with us. Ricky Johnson. Going to get you in on that visit. We're going to hit you with proximity to home. Going to get a visit here as well on Prince Will. Conference Prestige. Jonathan Hall, let's get you in on a visit. We'll do that one next week. Position meetings, he wants playing time. We jumped up to first on Sinacle's interest. CJ Turner, we're going to push hard for you. You're going to get the last visit here. We're going to hit you with proximity to home. A dude like Jalen Smith. No, Sinacle, we're just going to search your social media, just make use of the last 5 hours. Simple, just like that. We're going to move on to the next week. Got to commit Lamar Stubbs. That's a big one. Got to commit Prince Will. That's a big one. Dixon Agu. That's huge. Dwayne Coleman. 4 commits that week. That's awesome. No one locks us out. Big snags there. Back in for another round here. Williamson can't schedule his visit. Oh. We're going to make a last-ditch effort for Alvin Williamson, but I think he's going to Kansas State. Marky Grant. We can get his visit. We can do it this week. That's huge. We're going to hit playing style, and we're going to send the house still. Oh, CJ Turner's definitely coming to us. Jalen Smith, we got him right here. We're going to schedule his visit, but he's coming to us. Sinacle, we're going to schedule your visit. We're going to be shocked if you don't come to us either, though, bud. Same deal, Herbachek, he's coming. Yakiri Walker. Get that Coach Prestige. So on Sinacle then, so we got the leftover hours, we're just going to change this to be send the house. And we're going to DM him. Jalen Smith, we're going to get him with that DM. All right, we have 180 hours remaining, but we are just going to keep going. We are going to advance the week to the final week of recruiting. Ricky Johnson, big snag. Jonathan Hall, big snag. Brennan Booker, let's go. Sinacle, let's go. Jalen Smith. CJ Turner, huge. Marky Grant, oh my goodness, the hits keep coming. Let's go. So Yakiri Walker does go to Texas A&M, unfortunately, and Alvin Williamson goes to Kansas State, but we knew we weren't going to get Williamson. Walker, I was hoping to land, but we didn't, unfortunately. So let's come over here. We're going to sort this by interest here. These two are going to be at the bottom. We're just going to lock them out. So I think this is saying we have 31 commits right now. That's a lot of commits. No, we have 29 or so. Let's see. Top classes, we shouldn't be too far down. I bet you we're going to be in that like 40 to 50 range. Yep, 47 right here, 29 commits. We're just going to see if there's anyone slipping through the cracks that is looking like a high-level recruit, but we're not going to offer guys just to offer guys. So Marquise Boston, Darren Agu. We're going to offer Agu. We're going to offer Jamarian Peterson. We're just looking for anyone that might be slipping through the cracks here. We are going to we're going to put the offer on this athlete right here, Carter Felton. And then if we look at recommended, that was a 4-star. We got a couple 4-stars here. So we're going to take it off of Carter Felton. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So it's recommending some 4-stars. David Steed. Take it off of Carter Felton. We got an undersized guard. We've got a pretty large guard. Who do we want to make the offer on? We're going to go Genius, but I don't think he has an offer. And we are just going to send the house on these guys. We're going to do whatever we can. If we can land some late 4-stars, that would be huge. If we can land Jamarian Peterson, that would be huge. So we are definitely going to be over our scholarship limit. We're just going to pull up. Let's go play style since we have an A+ in it for him. He might not care, but we're going to at least make the pitch. And that's that. So let's see how this all turns out. Are we going to land a 35-man class? If we do, I think next year we're going to push a little harder. We got Steed, 4-star. Just Steed. Peterson, we finished second on, goes to Mississippi State. Oh, let's go. We leveled up. But as we were saying, Peterson, we finished second on. He does go to Mississippi State. Herbacek goes to SMU. And Darren Agu goes to BYU. So it's National Signing Day. We're going to make some position changes as well. We're going to take a look at our class here. I think we're going to be, with that added 4-star, I think we're going to be up in the high, or in the 41 to 45 range. Number 36, that's awesome. We landed 5 4-stars. Let's see. So we landed Moses Hurley. Oh, Moses Hurley committed. David Steed, PJ Jasmine, Toby Jennis, Ricky Jordan. 5 4-stars. We got Nixon Ackle, Jonathan Hall, Prince Will Umana Malin, CJ Turner, Ricky Johnson, Lamar Stubbs, Amani Blue, Cesar Scioli, Honeycutt, George Chocolate, Chris Cash, Larry Spears, Jorge Angel, Faneganofo, Trent Timms, Anthony Valencia, Alex Webb, Sean Redmond, Dwayne Coleman, Marky Grant, Dixon Agu, Brandon Booker, Jalen Smith, Eric Bavaro, Harvey Cologne, Reggie Archibald, and Glenn Beard. So that lands out our recruiting class. we are going to number 36. It's a really good class for the first year, I think. I'm happy about it. I'm happy with what we signed. I know we're going to be over the scholarship limit, though. So we are going to, first things first, let's take care of position changes. So we do have one athlete in Larry Spears. Larry Spears can play wide receiver. Larry Spears can play tight end, corner, safety. He's 6'5", 192. I'm leaning wide receiver. I think a 6'5" wide receiver would help, but a 6'5" middle of the field defender would be pretty nuts too. Could even put him at linebacker. We're gonna go back for a second. So let's sort again by positions. What are his attributes? 87 speed, 67 strength. Not a great route runner. His tackle is pretty poor. His coverages are actually pretty good. I think wide receiver is where he belongs. I think wide receiver is where he will be a best fit for us. So we are going to make that move, Larry Spears to wide receiver. So looking at quarterbacks here. Actually, one thing I learned doing an offline dynasty, and I found a running back with 86 throw power. So what we're going to do, we're just going to sort by throw power. We're just going to see if any non-quarterbacks pop up. No one pops up here. So I had a running back. I was playing as a UConn actually, and it was a running back with 86 throw power. So quarterbacks, these are our 4 quarterbacks. We're not going to make any changes to these guys. It's going to be Zion Chris as the starter. McMickle will probably be the backup. Dwayne Coleman will probably have a little bit of a role with us just as a runner. But it's Zion Chris's team. Halfback, we got Jenkins, we got Steed, Zach Hunter, Rashawn Sanford, and DeAndre Hodges. No fullbacks. We don't need a fullback with our offense. Stephon Johnson's our top receiver. At the moment, anyway, no training has occurred yet. We got Devin Williams. We got Nick Sinackle as a senior. We got Moses Hurley, a freshman, high-level freshman. He will get a lot of run for us, especially at 6'4". Mekhi Muse. Just looking, because it's looking like he's probably not going to get on the field. Jonah Wilson, CJ Nelson, Jalen Smith. CJ Nelson could slot into the 74 halfback. Yeah, we're going to do that. It'll give him a better chance to get on the field. Larry Spears right there, Sean Redmond, DeLon Singleton, Jaron Wallace, Imani Blue, Quentin Drake, and Reggie Archibald. Any of these guys are overly large. I know Sean Redmond's 208, but no one else. A lot of small guys. Tight ends here. We have a lot of tight ends. We have too many tight ends. We have way too many tight ends. We got Matt Burns. We got Jaden York. PJ Jasmine. PJ Jasmine and Caleb Thomas. It is going to be their role as the tight ends there. Jet Runyon. Mitchell Middleton. Blue Taylor. Blue Taylor's a great name. Angel. We got Beard. Mitchell Middleton. What do you have for position change ability? You got nothing. Jorge Angel. Can you run anywhere else? No, you can't. That's fine. We'll probably cut a few of them. Ndukwe and Bavaro. Shaw, Mondell, Banks, Hunter, Seacrest, Genus, Springs Howard, Valencia, Crawford, Carson Jones. I like the way our line is actually set up naturally. We don't need to move anyone around there. Gabe Peterson at left end, Jaden Barnett. We got right end, Garfield Lawrence, Roger Jordan. Got some DTs here. Roger Jordan is high-key a stud. Oh, he's going to be a great player for us. Prince Will over there at left backer. Left backer is going to be an interesting spot. Corey Platt at right. At middle, Jalen Garner. I'm thinking, my thought process right now is we're not going to move anyone to left because we're running the 4-2-5, if I recall correctly. So it's just going to kind of be the slot backs or the slot sub linebacker the whole time. David Steed. We got some dogs here. Prince Will, are you a better edge rusher? You're a much better pass rusher. You are going to left end. Oh, we can't because we don't meet the positional minimum. So what we're going to do, Latravion McCutcheon, congrats, you're a left linebacker. Dixon Ague, congrats, you're a left linebacker. So that now we can move Prince Will here to left end. Prince will immediately slot in as our highest rated left end. Oh, Gabe Peterson, you're a D tackle. Garfield Lawrence, you should be too, but you're going to play end for us. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, Prince Will on one side, Lawrence and Jordan on the other. Yeah, we're going to be good. You got Jeremiah Wilson at corner. You got Jalen Emery at corner. Jabari Edens, Ricky Johnson. AJ Halsey, can we slide you over to linebacker? No, we can't. Oh, that is not Halsey. That is Mo Williams. Yeah, we're just going to move Halsey right down to linebacker. We got 3 punters. So we are going to do something a little cheeky here. Brandon Fan, learn how to kick. In college, it makes a lot more sense than in the NFL, but still don't feel super great doing it. But that is what we're going to do. So that is our position changes. We're going to head on to the next week. I do believe next week is training results. Might have to cut guys too. Let's go. We leveled up again. Training results. We're not cutting guys yet. We're just looking at training results. Okay, we're a pretty good team. Stacy Sneed had a massive jump. So we got Zion Chris went up a few points. Good quarterback. We're gonna look at a player card. Right now, it doesn't show transfers for some reason. I'm wondering, transfers don't progress, I don't think. Zion Chris, Caleb McMickle, Dwayne Coleman, Stacy Sneed, Parker Jenkins, Sanford, Hunter, CJ Nelson became a running back, DeAndre Hodges. So we got some good backs. Sneed with a massive jump. What was his development impact? So nothing crazy. Steph Johnson, Devin Williams, neither one really picked it up. Makai Muse had a pretty good development time. Sinackle, once again, they don't develop for some reason. Moses Hurley, does he have... Oh, I can't pull up his card, because he's a freshman. Caleb Thomas, kind of a poor development. Is he normal? Yeah, he's just going to be normal, I bet. Dukeway, good job. Shaw, Hunter, and Seacrest. Genus, we're going to have a starting freshman guard. Larry Crawford. AJ Halsey went up. AJ Halsey's a star for us. Corey Platt really did nothing. Honestly, overall, little disappointed in the player development here. Our best developing player was without doubt Stacy Sneed at halfback. But overall, we're a little bit bummed here. CJ Nelson is an impact player. Yeah, overall a little bit bummed. Stacy Sneed becoming an 87 is huge for us. I just wish that we could have had someone develop that wasn't. I wish our best two players weren't in the same position. I'll put it like that. But that's fine. We're gonna head on over. Training results are done. We're gonna be cutting some dudes. Custom conferences. We're gonna upgrade coach skills. We got 20 points. You guys know the drill here. Let's see. We can't get talent developer yet. We can't get any of these. We can grow motivator and we can get tactician, but we don't want either. Come on over to recruiter. We're gonna hit these now. Then we want the line. Perfect. We're gonna have to encourage some transfers here and see how much are we over by. 7 players. That's gonna be pretty easy. So we are going to sort by position. We can't do any of your recent acquisitions, but you can do some other younger guys. So Jerian Wallace, wide receiver. Unfortunately, bud, we are going to encourage you to transfer. Tight end. Jet Runyon, Mitchell Middleton. Unfortunately, bud, you are not part of our plans. Same with you, Blue Taylor, 6'7", 250, but you're not in the future for us. If we come on over here, Torin Coppage L. I know you're a senior, but sorry, man, not what we need here. DTs, we have a ton of DTs. Talik Robbins, gonna need to go, dude. Dion Gatewood, same deal with you, man. Apologies. Quindario Lee, you know the drill. That brings us down to 85. We are good to go with 85 players. Custom conference. We're going to check one thing because I saw on Twitter what might have been the issue here. Yup, it defaulted to 3 conference games for these guys. We're going to make that 7. We're going to give them a conference championship game. It's going to be at going to be at SoFi Stadium in LA. Just going to be the top 2 teams. There we go. The Pac-12 should be fixed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit next week, and I think we're going to be at week 0. Or not week 0, we're going to be at the preseason. Perfect. So that is the offseason. So we're going to step away for now. We're going to reconvene for the next episode. Next episode, we are going to cover the preseason. We're going to cover week 0, week 1, and maybe a little bit beyond that. But for the moment, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you tune in next time.